What's up? Doing a mic check. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can't. Going live for the first time. Let's see who I still got in here. Jay got the Riz. What's up, buddy? Pretty glad you're my son, too. Let's see here. Okay. Shows my mic to be working. What's everybody up to today? Gamer Toast. I really appreciate that, man. I see you in here. What's happening, man? How you been? So, first live stream. Wanted to go ahead and get it knocked out of the way and see what you guys are up to. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Third sub. Wow. It's been a long time, isn't it? Oh. Okay. All right. Try to knock out two birds with one stone. I've got a big video coming up, and we're going to go through a lot of ammo. So I'm going to be loading up some mags while we're talking. I got to put my glasses back on. That was a bad idea. Blind as a bat. Two-way, what's up, buddy? Nothing much. You saved my butt. I was going to do a different video tonight, but you guys probably wouldn't have seen me for about a month or two. So glad I know the rules now. Okay, let's see. Got about 500 rounds there. Maybe 6. That ought to be good for now. Oh, God. Oh, you lost in poker. I've never been much of a poker player. Let's see. I went to the casino one time. Went in New York for death in the family, and we all wanted to celebrate life by going to the casino, and I think I lost like $800 or $900. So bad day for me. Ammo Alchemist, welcome to the chat. Let's see here. You know what? Hop out of frame for just a sec. I got that wood stove cranking right now, and I'm sweating my butt off. Holy moly. Yeah, no. When I was there, I was drinking, having a good time, and the next morning, I woke up and I'm like $800 or $900 less. Be like that in those big jobs. Yeah, sorry. I should be speaking. For anyone wondering, I'm trying to get all of my mags loaded up for a big video I got planned. I was going to do it today. It just didn't work out that way. It's pouring rain. It's like 35 degrees outside. Oh, God. These are all within regulation, less than 30, you know, according to the guidelines. Okay. Oh, we got a bunch in here now. $28 rounders. I thought it was 28 rounders. Let's see if I can get you a little zoom in here. We're going to start with all these 28 rounders. This is a 28 rounder. So is that. So is that. That's also, you know how it goes. So I'm going to do a little e-bagging. See, I got the patches on here. 2A Ninja, Justin Worst. Appreciate you guys. You guys have been helping me out and supporting me. I actually started my channel a long time ago and had no intentions of actually doing anything big with it. I was more of a watcher. And then one day I decided to just take some videos. And you guys have helped me out along the way. So I really appreciate it. Thanks for the patches. I'm going to have my patch out soon. I've got some designs out there in the ether, and I'm hoping to get some other stuff, t-shirts and things of that nature. So I'm actually doing a little bit of e-bagging so I can try to get a storefront started. Appreciate that, man. Hopefully I can get this video filmed tomorrow. I usually do a lot of subsonic stuff and suppressed stuff. This is more of a endurance test for something that I've had in the works for a long time. A buddy of mine's been helping. I've been getting into the PLA world. So I do not have a Glock speed loader. These are all Glock mags, and my thumbs are going to be crushed by the end of it. Gamer Toast, I really appreciate that, man. PLA is a type of resin typically used in 3D printers and stuff to make knickknacks. I don't have my keys on me, but I got like a token for my wife's business made out of plastic. And if you look back at a couple of my videos, I don't know how to do that fancy thing 2A does where he does the dual screen showing some of my older videos. But it's been in the works for a while. I got something really cool made, and we're going to do an endurance test on it tomorrow, I hope. I'm going to look at the rules and regulations and see if I could drop a PDF in the video. And if I can, I will. I'll also let you guys know what kind of printer it was and how much everything costs to get it set up. I've seen some video on plastic bullets. The problem with that is they just don't have enough mass. So, and plastic can't handle the heat. You're just not going to get them heavy enough. Hey, what's up, man? The Prepared Father, how you doing? Hey, you got an Ender 3. I don't know the name of this thing. I just know the noise it makes when it kills. I'm just kidding. Name that movie. Huh. Aluminum. Now I got a buddy who's a lot more into it than I am, and he's the one I got the idea from. So I've just recently started getting into it. I'm really not that tech savvy, to be honest with you. So the fact that I managed to print that thing out is pretty impeccable. How many rounds do I got in this 28 rounder? Oh, God. That one's full. I'm going to load up all the OEM mags first. I got this whole batch of Amen 2 mags. And I know last summer when I went to test them out, they got really swole. They didn't like to slide out of anything I used them in that well. And then as it started to get a little bit colder out, they started working just fine. I'm guessing because it's a real thin polymer. I don't know. But put them through the test again. You can even see some scuffs on the side of this one maybe if my camera doesn't suck. But I got that one stuck in one of my guns real bad. Yeah, I'm hoping for a range day tomorrow. Brought the kids to the Children's Museum today. And my wife told me I could stay home and make a video, but pouring rain, it's like 35 degrees. I wasn't doing that. I wouldn't be able to do that. As far as my understanding is, no actual firearms are allowed on stream. Rules are weird like that, man. I've got 4 kids. Actually, my oldest was the first to comment on the chat. His name's Jay. He lives in upstate New York with his mother. And then my other 3 are with me, 7 years old, 6 years old, and a newborn. He just turned 3 months. There you go. See, gun wall. Had I known that, I would have set up the gun wall. Whoa, calm down. All right, there goes one box. I'm 32, actually. 32 years young. My fingers are going to be done for by the end of this. Sup, Run Gun? Welcome to the party. Sorry if I'm cheesing the whole time. This is kind of fun. I've never done this before, so it's really cool to have a whole community that kind of comes together, you know? What's up, JC? Yeah, dude. If you're going to do a cigar stream, I'll come check it out. If at any point you can't hear me very well, just let me know. I'm using an old Xbox headset. Guns Anonymous, what's happening? Appreciate it. Prefers vertical streams. Welp, I'll figure out how to do that. I actually really liked the one. I was watching some 2A Ninja streams, and he had it set up to where he was playing some of his videos while also live streaming. I wish I could do something like that, but I'll get there. I have to keep tinkering. I've had this computer sitting under my dresser for years now, and I think I might have tinkered with it once. To be honest with you, everything I do is from my iPhone. OBS. Had a little jam up in there. Fun fact, you ever get a jam? That's one thing I like about these clear mags. You can see when the rounds don't stack properly. Just grab the top with your thumb, slap it down, fixes it right up. What's my favorite gun? Huh. That's a tough one. I like them all a lot. I guess it depends on the day, but it's weird. When I was younger, no, I'm not going to restart my computer. Go away. When I was younger, the shorter the gun, like the better. Like I just kept going down this trend of wanting shorter and shorter guns, and I still like short guns. I think they're fun, but I guess once I hit that 30 mark, I started liking like Cold War style guns, and now I'm getting into the real long barrels. One of my favorite guns, I've got a M16 clone that I built last year, a 20-inch barrel, and I really like that thing. One of my favorite truck guns right now is probably my 7.5-inch 300 Blackout. Plus, I did some ballistics testing out of it last year, if you saw some of those videos, and it did a phenomenal job. Like that. Look at that. Look at that jam. See? That's what I mean. I don't know if you could see that. There's a whole gap right there where a round should be. So that's something you run into with some of these cheap mags, but all right. We'll see if that one gives me any trouble tomorrow. If it does, right? So I actually only have one can. So anytime you see a can in my video on any gun that I have, it's always the same one. But I'm not going to push my luck tonight. I don't know if I can show a can on stream because it is whatever their rules are. But I got the Omega 36M, and it's a 36 caliber can, but it's good all the way up to 300 Winchester Magnum as far as the pressures go. It's full auto rated, and I told myself if I was ever going to buy a can and put all my information in the system that I'm going to do a one can that just does everything. So you could change the end caps on the cam or on the can from 36 cal down to 30 cal. You could change it on or down to a 5.56, any of that, whichever you got, 338, whatever. And it's like a two-piece can, so you could actually shorten it. But I'd recommend it 100%. I just don't like the ASR mounting system that comes with it. All right, there goes another box. But yes, to answer your question, because I have ADD and I get sidetracked, the 7.5 inch is the one you always see with the can on the end of it. And surprisingly, it's quieter with the 9mm can than any of my 9mm are, even running subsonic ammo. So I don't know. I guess because of the delay and the gas system and all that. Goodness gracious. Start using my pointer finger here. Yeah, I don't even know if I have anything on there for super chats. I don't know if that's a thing on here or any type of donation. So I'm trying to start a website and get my name out there. I've got kind of a sponsorship with a couple of companies now, but I can't put a link on YouTube, as you guys know, because no gun links allowed. So it has to have a link to my website and then to their website. And kind of e-bagging, but I don't even know if I have it set up to where anybody could donate. I don't know how to check that. So if you can, and you do, I really appreciate it. But the website is going to cost me, the way I want to set it up, is probably somewhere around like $500. So, but part of me putting sponsor links on there, I'm actually getting my own brand together. And I hope to have one of my patches right there soon. So the new logo that you guys saw me put out, I'm making a patch of that. I'm actually going to make 2 patches because some people liked one design, some like the other. So I just want to offer the options, you know? So, hey, what's up, Jay? Not a sponsor to you. Howdy. You guys got some funny names. Howdy, buddy. TPFOCLOC. I don't know what that means. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I might know what it means, but I don't know if I do or not. I don't know. I got 2 phones, one for the plug, and you know, get those out of the way. I'm running out of room here. Okay. My fire's dying out, thank God. 'Cause I'm sweating. The prepared father, I appreciate that. But yes, sorry, I got off topic. I'm going to be making a test run. I'm going to do a t-shirt and it's going to have my logo on it. I want to make sure when I finally drop any merch that it's going to be the best that I can get. I don't want to leave anybody with anything subpar. So I just want to make sure the quality's up there. I want to make sure it's something that I'd wear around every day, you know? I haven't worked any prices out on the patch yet. Probably going to be like 10 or 12 bucks, something like that. We'll see what kind of deal I get on making it. As far as the t-shirts, again, that just depends on what it costs me to make them. It's probably somewhere between 20 or 30 bucks. And if that does well, maybe I'll make a couple sweaters. But it's not just going to be my logo. I want to come up with a couple different designs. I dropped a bullet. I want to come up with a couple different designs. I also want to put some funny stuff on there too. So might drop some, what's the word for it? I'll think of that word later on. Bear with me. Just put a loading screen above my head, huh? Seasonal shirts, but not like seasonal as in like winter, summer. But yeah, you get the point. Yeah, speaking of suppressors, that's another reason I only have one. The Omega 36 is not cheap. So that one hurt a little bit. But I was happier than a pig rolling in the mud after I got it. And for anyone who doesn't own one, it's not always like the movies where you put it on the end and you're like, wow, that's the quietest thing I've ever heard. When you're shooting normal supersonic ammo like this, it's still going to be loud, but thanks for the love, guys. No, that Omega 36 really is a great dual can. And there goes another box. I absolutely love that about the Omega. I actually, I haven't even gotten any of the other end caps for it. 2A, I've been watching some of those suppressors you've been testing, and you got a lot of stuff on your channel that is definitely on my wish list. I'm not going to lie. Now, there are some setups I got that are movie quiet ray gun or run gun. Sorry, I apologize. The quietest gun I have is the 10.5-inch 300 blackout running my Omega 36. And once you're about 20 or 30 feet away from me, you can't tell I'm shooting anymore. It's probably one of the quietest suppressed guns I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, dude, that's all you got to do. Keep uploading, man. Anyone wondering, Jay got the Riz. That is my oldest son. He's 13. So, welcome, Jay. Nice. I watched that platypus video. It's not in my price range yet, but I really wanted a 1911, and that thing looked like it ran really well. So, and compared to a lot of the other companies, and the fact that you got a custom serial number on that thing is dope, man. So if I can get something like that and get my name as the serial number, that would be sick. Nothing like a good old one of a kind that I could pass down generation. Yeah, the Glock mags part, because in case you haven't noticed, I believe in Glock mags. So, you know what? I jumped on the double stack, double feed bandwagon for the SMGs for a while there because I wanted to look different, I guess. But I actually ran into some other issues once I started changing mags. All of my ARs that take Glock mags have never failed me. So, kind of found myself going back to Glock mags. Do I ever think I have too much stuff? Because of the available space for me to put it, yeah, I think that all the time. But if I can get a little bit more space worked out here, then no, it's never enough. Here's that bullet I dropped earlier. I really don't have that much stuff compared to most people. And you know what? I just like trying new things. I always had this dream for some reason that I'd have this weapon room just loaded with ARs, and I'm getting there. Yeah, I agree. I don't have enough now. Now, as far as ammo goes, you can never have enough of that. Although my wife would beg to differ based off of what's under the bed, but you can never have enough. Good, man. Consistency. That's it. Consistency is key. You know, one of the things that keeps me consistent in this isn't actually it's not the idea that one day I could make money or anything like that. It's really cool to me to actually be able to reach out to so many people and kind of build this community up. I don't like-minded people, I should say. But I don't just want to be the only one that succeeds. I want to see everyone else succeed. And that's with everything in life, you know? I want to see the people around me grow. So I'm going to water them. And I would hope they do the same. And if they don't, well, that's fine. My thumb has turned gray. It's starting to rip up. I need a Glock speed loader. That's what I need. I probably have someone around here somewhere, but it takes forever. Appreciate it, Jay. Hey, you got a Signal group? I got Signal. Anybody here into comms? Like doing any ham stuff? I've got a, what's the name of that thing? I had this mag loader, like a Hot Lips mag loader or something years ago. I've got another mag loader that's good for AR mags, double stack, and stuff like that. Let's see here. I might even have it. So before I got all of these loaded up, I got something else loaded up before I was talking to you guys. I do not have my speed loader in here, but anyways, this is my AR box. By the way, I believe this is an ammo box for like 25 millimeter. So if you guys are looking for something cool to store your AR mags in, come on. This one's big. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could fit 30 fully loaded mags in, like so. Justin, what's up, buddy? Appreciate it. Yeah, it's a good patch. But yeah, these, I think it's a 25 or 30 millimeter ammo can. This is the step right above the 50 cal cans. You can fit 30 fully loaded AR mags in there. So if you're looking for some mag storage and you don't want to spend a bunch of money, do that. That's why I can skip the gym. Okay. Appreciate it, Jay. What's my favorite gun again? Really, it depends. So my latest favorite is going to be, I'll break it down into two categories, short guns and long guns. My favorite short gun, I've steered away from 9mm for a little bit. My favorite short gun is a 7.5 inch 300 blackout. And my favorite long gun currently is going to be my 20 inch M16 clone. All right. We've gone through 4 boxes of ammo. You know, if I'm being real, I'm probably loading up about 600 rounds right now into all of these 28 round mags. And I'm going to go through all of them. So, oh, my AMR9. Yeah. Yeah. That one's pretty dope. It's got that Call of Duty vibe to it. But yeah, so if you're just joining the chat, I'm loading up all these mags because I got a big video coming up where I'm going to be trying to destroy a printed upper and lower 9mm. So the upper is actually printed. That's what makes this weapon a little bit different. The one we just got, Bill and a buddy of mine helped me with it as far as PDF and programming and learning how to print and stuff like that because I've never done it before and we've been working on it a while. So The difference is usually most people just print a really heavy duty lower with the PLA, and then they'll get an AR upper and all that and build it. This one, upper and lower, is completely printed. It doesn't have a barrel nut. It's a big chunky handguard of plastic with 6 screws from the hardware store that hold the barrel down. We test fired it one time just to make sure it fired, and it did. So I'm going to have about 600 rounds worth of mags loaded, and we're going to just run ammo through it until it doesn't. Or it does, because if it does run through all that ammo, I'd say it's a really good design. And I might print another one and put a different barrel in there. I don't know. In my opinion, if it could handle the blunt force of 9mm, then it could handle like 223 or 300 blackout or something. Yeah, I'm actually using a laptop right now. So this is the moneymaker, guys. Every video, just about for the most part, every video, everything I do every day when I post, drop more bullets, is from here. Or this one. I got 2 phones, one for the one. So, yeah, this is the first time I'm streaming anything off of a laptop ever. So, sorry if the quality's not that great. I'm getting there. Yeah, you were supposed to build it with me. So sometimes you could accidentally put an extra round in these 28 rounders. These are the ETS mags, by the way. And I know a lot of people talk junk about them. These are some of the first mags I ever bought. When I first started getting into gun building, I built a couple P80s years ago. And I bought a bunch of these clear mags because I wanted to look super duper gangster. But they have actually proven to be some of the best mags I've got. I mean, I've left these in cars and smelting type weather, 105 degrees, 110 degrees in a car. So all the love to ETS mags. The only reason I don't have more is because my car got stolen one time and I had a bunch of these mags out in the car. And yeah, it'd be like that on them big jobs. These, as you know, are the 28 round ETS mags. And these are the other 28 round ETS mags. See, both 28 rounds. You know what I mean? These are my favorite 28 rounders though. Yeah, you ain't kidding. I think I got these for like $15, maybe even $13. In comparison, a factory Glock mag like this, also a 28 rounder, is like $33 or $34. So now I've had zero issues with those either. I like the Glock mags. They feel better. They feel better in my hand. But if you're getting them for $7 a piece, you need to email me, sir, and tell me where, because I'm going to buy more. I don't need any more, as you can tell, but I'll get them because you never know. Yeah. The worst thing I ever did with one of these, I dropped it from like 7 feet and it landed on the feed lips and a bunch of rounds went spewing out. But I just loaded them back up. Never really had a problem. And for all the junk that people talk about them, other than that, I've had no issues. That you guys see how much I shoot, thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds I've shot over the years, and not a problem with these things. So if you have had issues, I'm sorry. I've always been that guy that has to try it, you know? Nothing against any of the expensive brands, whether it be mags, guns, any of that. But you know, when I used to live in upstate New York years ago, before 2012, because you guys know what happened back in 2012. You know, 2A Ninja bought an M4 at Walmart back before 2012. So, but then after 2012, Walmart stopped selling that stuff, as you know. So, anyways, yeah, when I was in upstate New York, before they passed all kinds of crazy gun laws, and you're talking over 10 years ago, 12, 13, 14 years ago now. That's how long ago I started building guns. That just made me feel really old. But yeah, I used to hit up PSA. They were a semi new company, and they were my go-to. They had great parts. Before they officially banned the 30 round magazines in New York, they were going $70 a mag. It was absolutely insane if you found them in a store up there. So yeah, shout out to PSA. I've been using them since I was 18 years old. And you know, all the reviews I've seen online to this day, I have yet to have a single one of their guns malfunction or have issues other than I think I was using some cheap tool ammo one day and I got a casing stuck in one of their rifles, but never had it happen again. So not to get off on a tangent, but I've always been one of those guys to give the little guy a chance. You know what? I'm one of the only people I really know, Ammo Alchemist. I'm one of the only people I know that like guns as much as I do. I work with a couple of guys that they do all their own builds and stuff. But as far as family members, I'm like the family member that is the gun guy. If people have questions, they ask me. But people just aren't as into guns as I am. So I don't really have gun presents or mag presents or anything like that to give away to anybody. It's just not their thing. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go live again. This is fun. I just gotta figure out some of the buttons and the things, super chats and all that stuff. All right, another 28 rounder. Start loading these differently. My finger's starting to hurt. Yeah, so as far as Glock mags, although again, looking online, you hear KCI Glock mags and everyone's like, ew, don't buy those. No. So these are the KCI USA mags. And I bought a bunch of these originally. I had like 5 or 6 of them. I don't know where the rest are right now. The rest of the ones I got are Glock mags. But the KCI mags, I bought them because they were like $12 a piece, and they're very similar. I mean, they still got the metal insert polymer outside, and if you compare them to let's see if I can get a factory Glock mag here. So there's a factory Glock mag. It's even got it on the back there. My camera quality is poopy, but there you go. Compared to the KCI, and there is zero difference. Some people said they jam, they don't work right, but it's another mag that I never had an issue with. And but what was cool is I found this place locally that sells the KCI mags, and they had all the base plate extensions. I don't have my pistol mags on me right now, but I took all the base plate extensions off and I swapped them with my factory Glock mags. In my EDC, I carry a Glock 17, so it worked out because I think if you buy them themselves, they're like $20 a piece from Glock. So buying the KCI mags, I got them for free and just used the factory base plate off of my factory mags. Killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Give you what when you're older? Yeah, we could probably collab or something. That's fine. Just let me know what you want to do. How would you guys like to see some gameplay? I am an absolute unit on Call of Duty. Just saying. Although I haven't really played much. Yeah, I got plenty of stuff you can have when you're old enough, man. There goes another box of ammo. Holy moly. Hey, and if you guys got any ideas or any requests, let me know. Let me know if there's a particular gun I got you'd like to see me shoot. And I'll try to get a video out there. Just trying to see what everyone's interested in. Appreciate it, Jay. Wiffle ball God. What's up, bro? I can't say nothing. I suck at wiffle ball, so. The Super Soaker. Not sure what you mean. I do have a Super Soaker. Now that you mention it. Sorry, it's a e-soaker. And before you cut my stream, YouTube, this is not a gun. Well, it's a water gun. It shoots water. So, relax. Wiggle ball God? What? Catch you later, son. I mean what I mean, but I'm not mean about what I mean. You know what I mean? Can't nobody understand the words coming out of your mouth. Oh, man. My thumb is tore up. What's on your guys' mind, man? Blow up my comment section. Let's talk about it. Oh, God. Nice. Yukon is a professional lube tuber. It's my kind of humor right there. I'm going to do a count up when I'm done with this. Let you guys know how many rounds we got loaded up. I'm actually going to unload this mag because those are all subsonics. A little bit pricier. I don't feel like wasting them. What's up, Batman? Just put these in here for now. I'm Joanna Man. I'm just kidding. That was retarded. All right. Yeah, but if you guys are talking about going pro, I'm going to be real with you. I would absolutely love to be a professional YouTuber. It sounds like a pretty awesome job. I don't know. I get to connect with people like you all the time. And I can't be bought. So there's that. Meaning I'm going to give you guys my honest reaction to everything I use here. You're a moderator on 6 channels. Okay. Because traditionals and reasons. Okay. Probably shouldn't chew ice. Not good for my teeth. So I hear. This is actually. What's up, Andrew G? This is actually very interesting. I've watched a lot of live streams and videos in my life, and I've always wanted to be the guy that could actually read it live and interact. Here we are. And there's some characters out there. Appreciate you guys. Guys, listen. I just figured out how to do a live stream. You got to bear with me before I pick anybody for anything. I don't even know how to change my email on here yet. I'll tell you anything you need to know about an M16 or an M4, but when it comes to the computer, I'm still figuring it out. And for anybody that didn't know, I posted something about it probably about a month ago or so. So I'm going to try to make sure that I have plenty of videos queued away for you guys while I'm gone. But after my youngest son's first birthday, I'm joining the National Guard. And I'll probably be gone for roughly 6 months. Now, half of that's going to be basic, but after that, I should be able to start recording, maybe do some lives every now and again. I'll be in AIT, and hopefully I'll still be able to connect with my family, connect with you guys, and it's going to be a fun ride. My EDC, let's see. So kind of bland. I've been carrying the same thing for like 3 or 4 years now, maybe 5. I carry a Glock 17. I carry 2 spare mags, so 3 in total, and all 3 of them have a +2 or +3 extension, so 60 rounds at my disposal. I can't show you the piece, but I'll show you the mags next time. I was going to make an EDC video. I just haven't got to it. I carry a knife. That one I actually got on me right now. Little fold-out karambit. And this thing is exceptionally sharp. I don't know if you could see it. I was playing around with it. There it is. That little line right there. I was playing around trying to cut a piece of bamboo, and I just tapped my finger with it about a month and a half ago and cut myself to the tendon. You could actually, while I was moving my finger, I could watch my tendon move. It was pretty crazy. I didn't even feel it, really. That was the crazy part. And then other than that, sometimes I carry a secondary knife. I usually carry a little tiny flashlight. It's only about this big, which is actually really big, if you ask me. But it's about 3 inches long, and it takes an 18-650. Yeah, it was indeed a bamboo boo. Oh, that's funny. Listen, I'm an easy guy to make laugh. I have kind of a low bar when it comes to my sense of humor. All right, there goes another box. We got 300 rounds down so far, guys. So I have not shot a significant amount of handguns. I guess I'm going to pick Glock just because that's what I'm used to as far as my favorite handgun brand right now. I really wanted to get like a 19X, and I used to be that guy that made fun of it years ago. But after I ended up buying one of those PSA daggers, and it was supposed to replace my Glock 17. And before I ever holstered the thing, my wife seen it and said, "Oh, that's cute." And I never got it back again. That's just how that goes. So, but I've had the chance to shoot a couple SIGs lately and some different 1911s. One of the guys I work with, pretty cool guy, he's got like a $2,500 I forget the brand name of it, but it's basically it's a staccato or something like that, or something similar. But the thing is so smooth. If you actually look back at some of my shorts and you see me air rack a 1911, it was his. And that thing had no recoil at all. I absolutely loved it. But Glock is the way. PSA equals cuss words. So I have no issues with PSA personally. I actually really like their stuff. Also, I happen to live like an hour away from Columbia, so there's that. PSA started right here, and one of the mottos I like about PSA is the fact that they're just trying to arm as many Americans as possible. So the guy seems like a genuinely cool guy. And by no means am I taking shots at companies like Daniel Defense or any of those guys. But, and now you go to a DD, you're going to get 100% quality, no questions asked out of the box. I've never heard a bad review of a Daniel Defense gun or anything like that. I've heard some stories about companies like PSA, BCA, and stuff. But as far as the price, it just can't be matched. I've got an M4 clone that I built a couple of years ago, quite a few years ago actually, and I still have it sitting in my closet. I absolutely love that gun. Very nostalgic. Just a off the shelf $450 gun from PSA. So I've got nothing bad that I can personally say about them. I don't like the triggers on their Glock clones. I'll tell you that. It's got that like so the PSA dagger's got that like 2-piece old Smith & Wesson trigger. Feels like duty. But from what I understand, you could swap out the triggers on those with just a factory Glock trigger. So be something worth looking into. I will be getting either from PSA or Glock, or sorry, PSA or BCA. I will be getting either the Grizzly or another dagger, and I'm looking to get kind of their like 19X clone. I am not streaming on my phone. Why? Is the quality duty? I'm streaming on an old gaming laptop. I don't know much about computers, but this one's a Core i5, if that tells you how old it is. Why buy a clone over the real thing? Well, I love Glock, so don't take this the wrong way. I think it's a great handgun for what it is. It doesn't have the perfect trigger, whatever. I think it's an awesome tool, but I also think that because there's so much nostalgia behind them, and they were the first polymer handgun and all that, I think that they charge way more money than what they are worth. That's just my opinion, though. That's why I like the clones. I mean, my Glock cost me like $650 for just a factory non-threaded barrel run-of-the-mill Glock. And you can go on PSA or BCA's website right now and get the Grizzly from BCA, which I know 2A's got a Grizzly, and I've seen him suppress it and run it. I haven't heard of any issues with that. And PSA, my wife's been carrying their dagger for 2.5, 3 years now. So no issues. And she shoots it every once in a while. And that thing's been a little abused in her pocketbook and all that. So yeah, half the price. That's why. $300 versus $650. And you can get one of them with a threaded barrel with suppressor height sights and all that. Whereas it's my Glock, when I first got it, came with a plastic guide rod and all that stuff. The dagger comes with a stainless steel guide rod, threaded barrel. You can get it the tin coated, so it's got that gold appearance to it. Serrated, cut, slide, all that stuff. So you just get a lot of extra features for half the price. And, as long as the metal is good metal, I really don't think there's anything you got to worry about. That's my thing with I do a lot of AR builds. Me personally, I'm not as much of a pistol guy. I'm more of a rifle guy. I like rifles and shotguns. But I really like the AR platform because I enjoy the building process. I'm a mechanic by trade. I like engineering. So I really like the idea of seeing how everything goes together and being able to put it together myself and then see it function. It's just really cool to me. Nice. So, no, it's not that I'm choosing price over reliability. I just think there's a median point, So, if you look at my videos, I'm not light on a gun. Everything I build, I put it through its paces. I mean, I beat the crap out of it. Let's be real. So there's times where I'm out in the woods, I'll bring 2 or 3 rifles with me, and I threw one rifle in a, puddle of mud and went and shot another rifle and then go back an hour or 2 later, grab that one up, pick it up and go run it. So I try to put them through real life scenarios or real world scenarios. And so here's what I'll tell you my experience building rifles, right? What makes the main action of like an AR-15? You've got the bolt carrier, and the gas system in the barrel. As long as those parts are good, like the receivers and all that, none of that matters. So for instance, if you go on PSA's website and you buy an upper and lower receiver, both of them stripped, I want to say you can get it for like $100 to $150, right? I'm definitely going to try a stream on my phone. I actually got a spare phone I just cleared out specifically for the channel. So I will 100%. I'm not going to do it tonight just because I've already been streaming over an hour. And I really appreciate that, by the way. But I think on the next one, I'll definitely try that on the phone. But yes, so when it comes to AR receivers, right? They're all machined at a 70-75 for the most part. Me personally, all the builds I've done, I've never had one that's super out of spec or anything. I did have a buddy of mine who builds precision rifles. That's where that's really going to matter the most. I have a buddy that has a 6.5 Grendel, and he shoots that thing out to 1,000 yards. So is PSA's QC perfect? No. PSA, BCA, their QC is not perfect, that's for sure. And I'll tell you a story about BCA. Not that I'm knocking them. I love what they do as a company, but I'll tell you a story about a gun that I've got from BCA, 2 of them actually, after this. But, I'll tell you the story right now. So I got a receiver, actually kind of correlates with the story I was just telling you. My buddy builds 6.5 Grendels. He just loves the 6.5 cartridge. If you don't know what a 6.5 Grendel is, look it up. It's a really cool round. They're just kind of expensive, but it's out of an AR platform. And so anyways, he was getting absolutely terrible grouping out of the thing. And the barrel was super wobbly in the receiver. So he had to put some type of special material in there to really get it to bond. Anyways, he got it stuck. He told me if I could separate the barrel from the upper, I could keep the upper. So I ended up having to boil it because whatever he put in there to fill the gap just bonded it together. So anyways, I got a free upper out of the deal. And on the outside and inside, visually, everything looked good. But when you go to seat the barrel in there, it was very wobbly. It had a lot of movement in it. It didn't matter as much for me because I was building a 9mm out of it anyways with a 2.5-inch or 3-inch barrel. So I wasn't concerned about it. But for someone like him, he's trying to shoot out at 1,000 yards. That is going to make a drastic difference as far as accuracy goes. So I could see why that matters to people. I know you're going to get the same quality out of a company like Daniel Defense all the time. That's why I said, like, I'm not knocking those companies. I think they make phenomenal parts, phenomenal firearms. They're just they're a little bit out of my budget right now. But at the same time, almost every gun I have from BCA or PSA can shoot sub MOA with the right ammunition. Sorry if my eyes keep looking down. I'm trying to read your guys' comments. So I'm not looking directly at the camera, but I'll try to make more eye contact, unless it makes you uncomfortable. So yeah, as far as my story with BCA, you know, I don't know. I've never done a stream. Honestly, this hour just flew by. I'll do a 7-hour stream. We'll set a record here. No, we won't. I got to go to bed at some point. I do have insomnia, though, so I can stay up till 1, 2 in the morning, and it won't bother me. It's already 10 o'clock, but whatever. This is early, fellas, and or ladies, if there's any in the chat. So back to my story. I was building a gun I was trying to complete a build. I had built a lower from PSA, and I get most of my lowers from PSA just because they have deals and they're really cheap. And there is a Palmetto State Armory right in Greenville. I live in Spartanburg, South Carolina, so I can go pick them up for free if I have them shipped to that store. But I ordered an upper from BCA. It was one of my 300 blackout uppers, and I went out there and I test fired it a couple of times off video, and I think I put like 5 or 6 rounds through it. And when I was holding it, I have this, in frame, there we go. I tend to C-clamp and twist my arm like so when I'm shooting, so I have more stability. And when I did that, the whole handguard spun a little bit because the barrel nut wasn't torqued. So I didn't make a fuss of it or complain because I build them anyways. But now, anytime I buy a cheaper firearm, I basically took the whole gun apart. I checked all the set screws. I checked the gas block and everything. I stripped it down to nothing and then completely reassembled the gun. The barrel fit in the upper really nice and all that. It was fine. But yeah, so that was the one horror story I ever had from buying from a cheaper company. And I understand that for someone who doesn't have all the tools and someone who's not used to building them, someone who just wants to buy a gun off the shelf, that's very scary for you. And that could cause serious problems. But that's just my rule of thumb. And I hate to say that, but when I buy from cheap companies, I completely strip the gun down to nothing and reassemble it myself, my own torque specs, Loctite where it's needed, all that. So then I know 100% if anything fails, I put it together. And I'm probably voiding some type of warranty, and I don't recommend doing that if you've never done it before. Or, hey, at your own risk, don't sue me. If you want to start learning how to build an AR, buy a cheap upper and completely disassemble it. And there goes another box of ammo. Disassemble it, reassemble it, and There you go. Go get yourself a cheap Harbor Freight torque wrench and like a $25 AR Armors wrench. Good to go. Maybe some crow's feet, certain barrels, barrel nuts. Won't take an AR Armors wrench, so. Dual stream? How do I do that? Let's do it. I'm down. I got this headset on, and I don't know if I'm whispering or talking loud, but everyone's sleeping in the house, so I'm trying to keep my voice low. So to me, it sounds like I'm probably yelling. I don't know, but I can't hear anything. I'm just tone deaf to the world right now. But yeah, how do you dual stream? How do we do that? Let me know. I'm interested. Yeah, I'm seeing my little squiggly lines and stuff like that, so sorry about that. I've got an internet connection. I'm using an old gaming laptop. This thing sat in my old shop for like 3 years collecting dust. All right, tell me. So if I wanted to swap the stream over to my phone right now, how would I do it? Sorry, my son was sending me pictures of me live streaming. The pictures he sent actually looked pretty good. But I don't know. Maybe I'm overheating my computer. Let's see. Send me an invite. Loop dude on my phone. You join up, and away we go. All right. Can I join it on my phone while I'm in this live currently? That is the question. It will only be mildly gay. Not if your socks are on. Okay. I tell you what. You can invite me, and I will end my stream, and I'll join you on my phone. How's that sound? Let's see. Let me sign in on this phone because it's got full battery, and I haven't dropped it from third-story floors too many times. This phone has been through hell and back. Face ID, unlock. Okay. I guess not. All right, yeah. Invite me. Sorry, guys, I'm not trying to ignore anybody else. Invite me. I'll end my stream, and I'll join you on the phone. I do have signal. Wrong button. I'm waiting. Your mic or my mic? Is my mic dookie too? Hit me with it straight, Doc. Which phone? Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, I do have a different headset for my phone because this one won't work on the phone anyways. Hopefully my other headset's charged enough, but if not, we'll figure it out. Let's see. I'm looking you up. Yukon, was that Signal? You said you're trying to go on Signal? Or you just want me to message you? Got you. All right, let me know if you got that. Bonafide loop tuber. All right, let me sign into my YouTube on this phone because this is definitely the better phone. It's soaking wet, but it's better. All right, guys. I'll probably be ending the stream in about 5 or 10 minutes. I will let you know. Appreciate you guys joining me. Asking some questions, getting to know each other a little bit. My booty's starting to hurt, or my lack thereof. See you on the other side, buddy. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this. I'm having issues on YouTube on my phones because I'm live streaming, so it's being weird. Catch you guys on the flip side. See you later, JC.